Hey Jan, how's it going? Can you hear me okay? Was that supposed to go in a different chat? Jan, what's that about trading? Hey Nick. Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, the title's a pun because we're at a trading post, fighting bandits. Also, how's it going, Nick? Chilling out before your 4th edition game? Nice. Yeah, I'm good. Rushing around, getting ready for Christmas stuff. Getting worn out by work. Trying to create a pressure chamber, as one does. Anywho, I've just got a couple more links to post and I'll be right with you all. Oh yeah, sorry by the way, I started streaming a bit late today. Long story short, I managed to somehow try putting my horns on backwards. But yep. So I do a low-key blue tiefling cosplay this time. I've more or less swapped my sort of not quite full grounded cosplay, so yeah. I'll also get some more use out of these horns before I make some new ones. Okay. The one I want. And we'll just see if this all works again. Everyone who backed our cat on Kickstarter. Let me know if the audio is too high or too low, by the way. Sounds good so far. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so just to recap, the story so far is that I've basically been sent to sort of, want of a better word, colonise and disputed.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
I like that it does the Oblivion thing where all the dead enemies just drop dead. Okay, I have a chance to rest. I think I basically have to fight these bandits, so... Ooh, burb. Oh yeah, just wanted to take another look at these. So we have masterwork versions of every basic weapon. 400. Two-bladed sword I don't think anyone can equip. No, there's a bag of holding. More money than I'll probably see at this point in the game. Hey Nellis, you've got to wrap up a couple of things quick and make lunch, but you'll be back here properly in a bit. Fair enough. A master dwarven axe. Is anyone using axes? Aram's using a flail. Lindsay, best girl, is using a crossbow. And Amiri, also best girl, is using a ginormous sword. Any of these? Masterwork Earthbreaker. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to prepare any more, so let's go. Amari? Amari flexes her shoulders. Finally a fight. I was bored of all that talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about. I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. We'll see that you're not easily cowed. I see that you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful. And don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Declan, go hide inside. We're going to go meet our guests. I'm past 6 hours. Does that count as a rest?
I don't tolerate threats.
Nice! Okay, this is that trap that was started. Let's see, what can you do, Lindsay? No, let's just start off with shooting this guy.
Serves you right.
Okay.
You deserved it.
Good. Who's next? Hey, our dwarven friend. We're gonna get you into melee.
Repent.
I suppose I should have had him bless. Oh well. Alright, this is my character. Well.
Stand down. You offend me. Your time is over.
Okay, out of movement. Oh, okay. I guess that bandit's just gonna die.
Last wishes? This is where I step in.
Oh, this is going pretty well. Oh, hey. Oops, sorry, I missed everyone coming in. Thank you for the raid, Zero. Hey, Talia. Summer. Ooh, thanks for the hydrate and posture check, Talia. Yep, I'm murdering. A bunch of bandits harassing this trading post, so I'm ambushing them. So, you know, another excuse to dress as a tiefling, so life is good. And yep, Pathfinder Kingmaker. Summer, you almost wrote that as Pathfinder. Also good. Oh, thank you for giving Zero the shout out, Nick. What were you playing? Murder by Numbers. Oh.
Your life ebbs low.
Hold this archer, would you?
What a waste.
Okay, new plan. Ah, you missed. Hey, my turn.
Away, you rascal! Stand down.
Here they come.
They go down! Ah!
I guess she's just gonna... Talia, Murder by Numbers is neat, like Picross, but people die. Amazing. Zero, you've been awake less than 6 hours and you're about done. Nick, how's turn-based mode in this? Yep, I'm finding the turn-based mode a lot better in the sort of real-time mode. It starts off in by default. Oh yeah, have a good night, Zero. Rest well. Summer, you love Murder by Numbers ever since its release. Streamed it for Charity Marathon a few years ago. Fair enough. Yeah, this really just works a lot better with turn-based. As you'd expect, really, considering it's an adaptation of a tabletop game. Oh no. You okay? Okay, we are just going to... bless everyone. Okay, we can't.
Become as dust.
Wow, they can't hit him for shoot. that bandit go. Nick, you really enjoyed Pillars of Eternity 2's turn-based mode. It was a bit weird around spell casting. Almost all spells happened in a delayed initiative after your turn, but often before your next turn, so you've got to sort of guess where everyone would be, which made casting way harder when it was real time. Yeah, I think the last game RPG I played that had sort of, basically you tell every character what you want them to do, and then they act. That sort of system was Breath of Fire 4. Oh well, no, Breath of Fire 2. And I think I prefer it when each character just sort of acts.
Your time is over. Away, you rascal!
Bring it!
Although, Breath of Fire 4 did use it for some very interesting mechanics. Because there's some stuff like, spell combos.
You deserved it.
Where basically, you could cast certain spells in a certain order. Ah. Oh, hey there, bot. Kindly go away. Is that some sort of crypto thing? Okay, Twitch isn't letting me ban the bot because network error or something. Ban. Hey, Enfys. How's it going? Enfys, you've reported the bot, but that's the limit of your power. Hey, where's Nihilus when you need him? Oh, yeah. You run this guy down?
Repent.
Yeah, I don't think there's quite enough movement here. Oh well.
Stand down.
Tear them apart!
Okay, protect the trading post. Mission complete. Let's just rob these bandits. Oh yeah. Nick, there's a variant rule in the DMG to do just that. Any attempts to do it, run it just once for the pure chaos. Oh, for everyone's to choose their actions, then carry them out. Interesting. And this imp would set fire to the stream, which to be fair would get rid of the bot. Ah yes, blocking online threats for firewall. Nick, it's colloquially called Murd's Initiative. Basically, each round you roll initiative again, but your initiative isn't a d20. The size of the die is based on what you're doing. Oh yeah, I remember reading about that. I think the most compelling thing is that spellcasting usually delays your turn by a lot. Right. Want to buy all these bandits' stuff? Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. You're mixing your metaphors there. We should call Bokken out before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lady, head on up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. Ooh, 100 gold. And this is for your efforts. Now don't offend me by trying to tone it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. Can we sell you all this stuff? We'll talk tomorrow. I'll see you still need to clean up all this mess. Getting rid of all this blood will take forever. Yeah. I mean, they don't even have bio washing up liquid. Nick, every player in the monster declares their actions at the start, then everyone rolls to see who goes first. Talia, in terms of video games you want, played a turn-based game that did the opposite of set everyone up to do what you want them to do, and they do it, but you forget its name. Frozen something. Frozen End Zone was its sequel. Summer, speaking of Frozen, that's most of what you're eating this evening. And Frozen. Well, nothing wrong with a good frozen meal. It's often a lot quicker. Talia, codename Steam. Basically a bunch of US historical figures in steam-powered mechs, and it plays like Fire Emblem, except it's a third-person shooter. That's a very interesting combination of words. Pity. I'm gutted you can't pet those cats. I'm glad it's all over. Even if there was a fight, we'll talk tomorrow once I've finished working. Yep, gonna steal your stuff, by the way.
Easy.
We're just gonna sell all this stuff back to him, I guess. Ember, usable item. Summons a pet red panda. Red panda's emotional support provides a +1 morale bonus to saving throws. Heck yeah, game of the year. Summer, waiting for the meat to fully defrost, but the carrot mash with peas and rhubarb compote is ready. You wanted to play Project Steam, but you never got round to it. Talia, on your turn, you physically have to run a number of grid tiles, then aim and shoot. Oh yeah, it's sort of like, God, what was the Valkyrie Chronicles then? Sort of turn-based, but you control your character in real time. It's also got Michael Dorff, Wolf from Star Trek, voicing John Henry, and Wesley Crusher as Lincoln. Interesting. Oh wait, this is a personal stash. Does this mean I'll be able to access this from somewhere else? Oh, let's sleep. Wow, 17 hours. Wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you. It was only moving closer and closer. A quick look out of the window, find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream, and then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
Guardian of the Bloom, a half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, though she is exhausted, her shoulders are slouched, and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches out towards you. Testing. It seems only you can see or hear the nymph. I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight. Let's just be gay.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
Sparks light up and fade in the nymph's huge eyes.
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
Icky. This is a fine way to start your I am playing D&D tonight night. Glad to hear it. You're in the same 4th edition game as Nick, aren't you? How's it going? Can we get a shout out for Ricky? I'll do it myself. Oh yeah, you completed Signalis, didn't you? Hey, what do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Icky, turns out you got a fake ending. Signalis, you're meant to try and quit, and then the game continues. Ah yeah, little miss moments like that are cool, but only if you realise what's happening.
Yes, it hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
I know, a druid. These are so OP, and I'm not sure how well Pathfinder rebalanced them, but they were so OP in 5th edition.
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there, The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Icky, you're good, work went well, shiny new streamlight arrived, and now you're eating homemade by someone else chicken casserole. Nice, nice. I made myself some chicken burger fillets. As you know, there's nothing more fun than breading your own chicken. Nick, the druid balance in 5th edition is called Power Word Kill. I mean, you're not wrong. It does cut straight through wild shape.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymphs whisper fate as she disappears. Okay, I accept your side quest. Icky, you want powered boop. Safe location. There are no threats in this location. Sort of headquarters where you can prepare your party for a new expedition. In such locations, companions don't follow you around and will go about their own business. You can speak with them freely to get to know them better. Once you exit this location and return to the global map, you'll be able to choose the companions you wish to take with you, leaving the others here. Whenever you meet a new companion but don't want to include them in your party right away, that companion will travel to this location on their own. Yes, this is our home base. Yes, this means I can store stuff here. But yeah, let's go sell some stuff. Good day. I hope you're feeling alright after that battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time. If you have a moment, I have a request. Alana lures her head. This is a very personal request and may not be important enough for your time. I completely understand if you say no, but the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring, just tore it off my hand. The trinket really meant so much to me. Nick, you need it since the 20th level Moon Druid almost has effectively infinite health. Oh yeah, because they can basically stay in wild shape indefinitely. And they can assume a new wild shape as a bonus action. So if you get them down to 0 HP in wild shape, they can just bring up another one with their next bonus action. Summer, you're having a Berico pork smelt from the discount section. That being some fancy Spanish pork. That sounds tasty. Nick, the new quest sounds just like the Skyrim one. Yeah, I wonder if it's the same sound library. Enfys, wild shape is known as being a magical effect, but it doesn't have an associated spell level. Does dispel magic work and auto succeed against it? I think for it doesn't. It's sort of like, I think the idea is it's supposed to be like primal magic. I remember that every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ringing hand, asking if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, thinking that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid and everyone around would laugh. Alana interrupts herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognise. My name is engraved inside the band. Alana drops her eyes, lowering her voice. There's one more thing. Among the bandits, a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in the fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have a chance. Hey, how does she know this person then? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realise how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the Sword Lords. Everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here. Stag Lord's men. He's not just some average bandit. If none puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. A lawful good, it'll be a kingdom of lawlessness. Chaotic good, I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. Lawful evil, fear always follows power. Chaotic evil, in life you either inspire fear or care from it. Okay, let's go chaotic good. I can't do enough for the hope you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. Okay, Noriel 8 Eyes. The elf looks straight at you, with the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking a fortune in the stolen lands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice, keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Okay, I hope we can recruit her because I like her. Okay, guess not. Oh, hey Nihilus. Sorry I caught in an advertising break. Oh god. Is there a poll going on? I can't see a poll. In the app. Okay, what's the poll? Since I can't see it. Nihilus. And this. Dispel magic is more accurately named Dispel Spell. I mean... Icky, what's Christmas? Is it like Baboonmas? Icky, poll, who just lost the game? What game? Did I lose this game? Okay. The elf grunts. Noriel out 8 Eyes. Once upon a time, as famous for Absalom. Noriel 8 Eyes of the Reckless Six. Oh, glory passes quickly. You miserable decades later, no one recognises you on the street anymore. What a shame. I sit here waiting for adventures who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwoods tavern. At Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts but shallow pockets. A little gold would be a welcome enough change for them. I can send them a message, and they'll come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign, and we'll arrange everything right away. Also, I can summon tutors from the Pathfinder Society, so you can retrain you and your companions. They're quite willing to do this for free. First 3 times you request their services. After that, the price for retraining will gradually increase. Such is their way of doing business with clients. Okay, so she's basically the, Okay, so Nihilus was responsible for this poll. I can't be mad. Nihilus, you have a lot of favourite dead memes, but that's one of them. Memes aren't dead, they're just hibernating. Once long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looked around all at once. Though it seems I've outlived my nickname. And L'Oreal stretches her arms forward. Palm trembles noticeably. I've been drinking so much lately, it's best I don't test my skills too often. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess you should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight? If only I'd known I was missing out on the action. I see you've got everything under control. No, I've got enough things to do already. You'd better manage on your own. You want to know how one could exchange the life of a Pathfinder for this sorry drunken rat hole? The light in Anuriel's eyes goes out, as if someone had blown out a candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you'll understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless Six, and whatever is left of me can't be called a seeker anymore. L'Oreal remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wound. Here's the story. Our leader, Vermel, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends. Adivion Adricent sent him a disturbing letter. He stumbled upon mention of some ancient books on the art of necromancy. You're quite happy to learn that I'd heard of the memes about saying candle jet. And yeah, that was all over TV tropes back in the day, so I'm very familiar with it. Enfist dibs on Tattle's items. I am not my D&D or Pathfinder characters. Know that, Enfist. Just a coincidence they're all tieflings. Patient towards crime and being gay. Nihilus. Our leader got his life flipped upside down. Oh yeah, I should read the rest of it, shouldn't I? Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites her lip. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposed to be hidden in the catacombs of Gallowsborough. We decided that the book should be retrieved and kept safe by the Society. We gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, and proceeded to Ustalov. It is a normal mission, a quick and quiet recovery. L'Oreal smiles busily. Then everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it out through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible things, living trees, undead druids, and their archers of bone. It was a miracle if we managed to make it out alive. We'd chosen Renchurch to stop at. It was marked on Vermelt's map as a safe enough haven to hold up in and lick our wounds. How I wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. It tossed him about like a feather, threw him down an ancient well. His shout echoed for a long time, and I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then... Royal pauses and turns away, hiding her eyes. Icky, thanks for the bits. Have some bits because your back would have died if you tried to move it that quickly. Yeah, I don't know if it's because I've spent most of my adult life working retail. I've never actually really had sore joints unless I'm just tired. My back's still in back shape. Here we go. Bits are always appreciated. And first you have food, enjoy. See you in a bit. Nerdless was Freakazoid Adult Swim on one of those kids' cartoon channels. I think it was Cartoon Network, but don't quote me on that. Enough. I shouldn't have gotten into this. Who am I to stir up others' feelings of all your chatter? We better forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more some other time, but not today. Okay, the Pathfinder Society, for those who don't know, is basically, well, it is what Pathfinder is named after, and it's sort of the de facto organisation for an adventuring party to be working on behalf. What set off auto mod? Hang on, I'm just gonna switch to OBS so I can see if oh, apparently it's still hidden from me. You wonder if it's a geographical line that determines whether someone says catacombs and catacombs or catacombs. Good question. I keep wanting to say catacombs. I feel like catacombs is the correct pronunciation. And yeah, it's not a slur. It sounds very similar to one, which I definitely won't use, but auto mod can be that way sometimes. So yeah, what is the purpose of the society? It's a school of adventurers. We search for those who are eager to test their skills and educate them and give them ideas about where in Galorian they might seek their fortune. Look for forgotten knowledge, secrets and lost out artifacts. They're explorers and pathfinders. We're sort of a mutual assistance club for adventure lovers. We exchange experience, share knowledge and keep careful records, in case it proves useful for future expeditions. And also we publish books for thrill seekers and bored urban teenagers from wealthy families. Yeah, there's also sort of a meta tabletop RPG publishing. Icky, the number of times you had to tell Automod, no, the word dinosaur is fine actually. What? Automod, are you okay? All sorts of adventurers who have representatives from all races, religions and beliefs. The Grand Lodge is in Absalom. There are many smaller lodges through Galorian, and the venture captains direct pathfinders to their goals from across the corners of the world. There are many renowned heroes in the society, and many scoundrels as well. Do you want a player? Whose service to the society has brought them their fame. As a society support. You mean who does it serve? No one in particular. Pathfinders try not to get involved in the quarrels of others. They serve only the spirit of adventure, and sometimes they happen to save the world. However, that doesn't mean there are no black sheep among the seekers. Okay, will she tell me any more? I'm in Wren Church. The elf shakes her head. I have no wish to fill your sleep with nightmares. When you prove that you can stand firm in battle, and achieve victory without losing yourself along the way, then I'll tell you of the horrors that awaited us in Wren Church. Okay. Anything else in here? Oh, talk to Lindsay. Lindsay, a halfling girl with tousled hair, wearing a dusty traveller's outfit, sits chewing on the tip of her quill. Just a moment, how should I put this? Oh, I know. She scribbles something quickly in a notebook scrawled with verse, reads her eyes, and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. Okay, dinosaur is labelled as bullying, if you recall correctly, Icky. Unless you get it, assumes the word's being used to be like ageist. But that's such a niche use for a pretty popular word. Yeah. I mean, I guess calling someone a dinosaur could be insulting, but it's not really used that way very often. Hey, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Where are you from? I'm from all over. I was actually born in Gold, in such a tiny village that it's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, pulling homebrew, having babies and using my books only as kindling. He was a teacher. He's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital, at the Church of Shellin. He got in trouble with the authorities and went on self-imposed exile. The tiniest, most godforsaken, priestless village he could find. The one where I was born. He wanted to open a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you like, but no putting any ideas into any of our children's heads. Slowly distract them from work. He did teach me on the sly. He taught me how to read, how to write. He gave me books, poems, legends. He was the one who told me about the Arctics of Aviston. And when I told him I was going on a journey, he gave me a magic ring, so Shellin would protect me from harm. Knights of Aviston, who are they? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How can you be a heroine without knowing of the most epic stories in the history of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You can just read about them yourself. Every single chapter. They're adventurers are what gave me the idea of going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now look at me. Here I am, on a heroic quest. Yep, I guess we're just gonna take that recommendation, agree to read the books, and just leave it in our metaphorical Netflix library, never to be touched. How did you become a bard? When I realised there was nothing more for me at home besides radish patches, I decided to run away. A travelling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened across our village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr, and wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me as an apprentice. Together we travelled everywhere. Brevoy and Tuladar, even Istalav, and then I found out about the Academy of Grand Arts in Pitax. And I thought, well, I love reading stories, so surely I can learn to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me. But that's okay. They'd already taught me all the important stuff, and now with Shellin's help, I can manage on my own. Is Amira, is everyone in this game expelled? Nihilist, does Netflix call Wants List a library and other places? Yeah, I just don't use Netflix that often. I usually just find, if I hear about a show I want to watch, I look it up and then I don't bother with the app anymore. Yep, not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important of them all. All the other gods guard the world as it is, but only the eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, to us, calls to the world as it should be. Okay, I don't want to read out too much text, but if anyone wants to read that, they can just, well, if it's YouTube, you can pause the video and give that a read. Or I'm sure there's a Pathfinder wiki somewhere you can look it up. Why are your clothes so messy? Linty waved her hand carelessly. Forget, I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. In 100 years, when people were reading my works, they're going to ask whether the author had holes in her sleeves. Actually, I kind of like to know that. Do you reckon Edgar Allan Poe had holes in his sleeves? You come from Pitax, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love Pitax, even though they kicked me out. Joyful place. Oh, thanks for the hydrates and posture checks, Icky. Just give my neck a nice little twist. And stretch. Hey. So, fun fact actually. One of the little quirks I gave Grounded is that she kept knocking her horns on things as they started growing in. And that's actually from my experience of the fact, whenever I wear them, they always seem to just knock into everything. Anyways, it's that time of the stream. Thank you, Icky. Alright, so the BisectedBrioche anthem. Icky, wearing horns. You thought I had them filed. Nerlus, you're still amazed that these horns A, stay on, and B, come off. Yeah, I mean, I file my other horns, but then I've got to wear the horns that make them look the way I want. No, it's kind of like using concealer to hide the bags under your eyes, but then sort of drawing them in the way you want them. Pitax, long a haven for thieves and smugglers, Pitax is a hub for trade in the River Kingdoms. It aspires to be a centre of culture and higher learning as well, but cannot escape its more unsavoury origins. Actually, Pitax has always been one huge nest of thieves, bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card sharps. It's always been homes for the like of them. That was before Iveretti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Iveretti's always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown, though that's exactly what he is. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets and musicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. If Pitax was once just a booze barn for the thieves, now it's a cabaret. What do you know of King Iveretti? He won his crown in a game of cards. It says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me from the moment he appeared, he started to pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Pitax, and also, he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Okay, so he's basically Lord Veterinary, but more opulent. Nerlus, like Hellboy cosplaying as Anangan Rama. You've only watched the movies. Icky, what is a crown but a tortured hat? think I like Chris. What's the first revival doctor's name again? Christopher Eccleston, that was it. Had the best take on that. Behold this idiot parasite. Behold the stupid parasite and her idiot hat. Yeah, he basically got pushed out of the BBC for being fervently anti-monarchist. Christopher Eccleston played the Ninth Doctor, the first Doctor of the reboot series. Apparently he actually had to have tape behind his ear, very prominent ears, because otherwise the light would shine through them from behind. Getting drunk with the horse at the pub? That's not Lord Iverotti style, or Iverotti style. Oh no, he aims higher, dressing up like a male Calistria with a golden codpiece. Calistria. Okay, so he crossplays the goddess of lust. Good move. And holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king. That's more like it. He also likes singing. And he orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shannon have mercy on his listeners. Yep, we're talking pre-Tenet. No, wait. Tenet was the first director. Like, when they rebooted it, Christopher Eccleston was playing the Doctor. No, wait, yeah, Tenet was the Doctor after him, I think. You know, jokes aside, I'm thankful to Iverotti for building it, but he has no taste. At all. Whatsoever. He likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and more importantly, glorifying his Royal Highness. He kicks out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on grey scribbles. Sacked her masterful flute player from Pianzia for playing too quietly, and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. He even ordered the academy to expel me. And for what? An instant limerick. My god, I love Lindsay so much. Nihilus has redeemed random trivia. In 3rd edition D&D, if you rolled a 20, you actually had to confirm the critical by rolling an attack roll again and hitting. Some weapons or abilities that improve criticals actually, well, this was known as confirming a critical, and rolling a 20 was known as a threatening critical, and some abilities would actually remove this requirement and give you an automatic critical. I'd like to return, but on one condition. If they threw out 3/4 of the professors who teach there now, and returned all the ones they banished. If you ask me, I'm proud to have been expelled. If my art was to Iravetti's liking, then I would have reason to be ashamed. Vicky, your favourite old D&D lore is that drinking 2 potions in quick succession had a random chance of your character exploding. Oh yeah, there are rules for mixing potions. and that included in your stomach. As long as the mediocre lickspittles at the academy and those with real talent beg on the streets of Pitax, sit at the academy, I'll not cross the threshold of that place. Okay, let's find out about this book. AKA the framing device. What is there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. Writing the whole truth just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. Wow, these are all very mean things to say. And what kind of character am I? In books, everything is simple. These are the heroes and these are the villains. In life, of course, it's completely different. You have to make different decisions. I don't always agree with you. That's what makes you a complex, multifaceted character. When I was at the academy, Eobald the Insightful began his literature courses with the question, "What is a person?" Miserable pile of secrets. A featherless biped with flat nails. Nick, you've just discovered this exists as an optional rule in 5e, and you should adopt it. Heck yeah. Nolus. Hey, got turned into a cow. Can I go home? Icky. There's nothing about it in the handbook. Go back to class. Icky, you don't think you've drank one potion in your 4e game, let alone 2 at once? Nick, if you roll 100 on the D100, the simplest potion works, but it's permanent. Oh yeah, how does that work if it's a healing potion? Do you just become immortal, or do you just gain extra maximum HP? Nolus. There you learn, Icky has not seen the Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, I was gonna say. And he answered, a person is a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things. All these woods, seas and cities, it consists of stories about those things. The stories we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass, and there'll be no me and no you. All your subjects will be long gone. But you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds, thanks to this very book. This actually sort of reminds me of the Wasteland Survival Guide side quest in Fallout 3. Like, it was sort of like a few beginner quests you could just do to quickly get some resources. But you could also sort of decide how sort of sincerely you contributed to the book. And there was actually a random encounter where if you completed all the quests, there was a random encounter where you could meet someone who'd read the book and they'd react accordingly. Nick, extra maximum HP. They included it specifically in the example. Amazing. Icky, quest, break your legs. Sub-goal, really break your legs. Yep, that was one of the quests. And give yourself radiation poisoning, which actually sort of partially mutated you. And so on and so forth. Can't quite remember the NPC's name, but she was actually quite fun. Early transition goals, I think. Sort of like Tannis in the Borderlands games, but a bit more cheerful. Okay, no offense, but your command of language is not that good. Do I really want to say this? Truth doesn't hurt me. Who do you think my most severe critic is? That's right, it's me. My first real book, and have much yet to learn. But don't you worry. I'll do your feats justice. If I put my foot in my mouth here and there, we can print a second edition, revised and corrected, where I tell the truth about your magical ring. Inconsistencies. Well, yeah, I can admit that. Sometimes one has to bend a few details for the sake of dramatic effect. It's called poetic truth. I write about everything as if I saw it with my own eyes, even parts of the adventure that I wasn't around for. I do always carefully question everyone who was with you at the time. Think of it as a general picture. In the end, you're the heroine of this book, and I'm just the storyteller. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Kiara! Yep, Kiara gets it. You excused? Anyone else? You love my look? Thanks. I always love cosplaying a tiefling when I have a chance. Oh yeah, sorry I didn't make it to your stream this morning, by the by. I ended up oversleeping a bit. Can we get a shout out for Kiara? She says, moving to shout out Kiara. Oh, thank you, Nerlus. Don't apologise for missing it. I'll apologise if I want to. Sorry. Okay. Oh, those are only drafts. Of course, you're welcome to read them. Keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter. Don't even ask. Wait, I thought you said there were drafts. Chaotic neutral answer. Of course, it is a book about you, but it's my book, understood? Small writer's eyes glow rebelliously. Okay. Lawful good, as long as you write the truth, I have no objection. Chaotic good, write whatever you wish. I doubt you would defame me. Or for that matter, over praise. Lawful neutral, write whatever you wish. You're right. I shall decide if your book is allowed on my lands. Okay, Elon Musk. Neutral. I will be remembered for my deeds, not for your book. Chaotic neutral. I have no interest in censorship. Any stories about me are welcome as long as they're interesting. Not gonna say it. Yara, if I apologise, you'll put your name in the title of... Yeah, you'll put my name in the title of your next stream. No, not exposure. Oh yeah, it was Icky shouted Kiara out. Sorry. Nerlus, this bard talk keeps reminding you of the flavour text on a random magic card. Human creature with heroic, meaning buffs buff it more. You there, poet. Be sure to write this down. Oh, thanks for the shout out, Icky. Wait. Kiara. Stop thanking people for... Why must you mess with my head like this? And this, you can be a little Scottish as a treat. Yep, I'm being observed. It's cruel and unusual. Oh yeah, where were we? Lawful evil. I'd rather have a say in how my biography turns out. Chaotic evil. Of course you can write whatever you want, but you know what happens to writers who displease their rulers. No, I'm not going to make up any fiction about you. And why would I? I wouldn't be able to invent half the adventures you keep getting yourself into. You tell me about your friendship with Tessie the Quill? What's there to say? The books woke my urge to travel. It was only thanks to Tessie that I managed to get out of my village. At first, Tessie tried in vain to get rid of me, but later, when I told her I was staying in Pitax, she even shed a tear. I wonder where she is now. What's the deal with the ring you always wear on your finger? Oh, this? Lindsay, hold her arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued by the powers of Shellin, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. So please don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here, promise? Even do not return. I do not ever want... Wow. Is that how you dismiss someone from your party? Because that's just cruel. Just don't leave without me. Of course I could drive whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd be sleeping through lectures at the academy. Wow, I spent an hour and 20 minutes reading. Wait, is that a cat or a red panda? Oh my god, its name's Ember. Oh hey, Bokken. Bokken frowns as he ostentatiously examines the nearest wall. Hands in his sleeves. Without turning to you, the old man finally says in a dull voice, "Want some potions?" Okay, what have we got here? Oh yeah, I should get rid of some of this stuff. Book of Resistance, I'll need to equip that. Okay, gold acquired. Potion. Particularly interesting. Wand of Mage Armor. Kiara, you mess with my head because you are Kiara. Yeah, that's fair. He used a random quote. 463. I'm outraged by these plausible allegations. Nihilus, if you'll forgive me for saying, that line read actually made you picture Chris Hemsworth. It'll be a fitting quote for 4, come to think of it. Icky, be right back, switching computers. Fair enough. No less. Wow, 6 is a hell of an escalation. Nick, Fox, no less the Fox does tricks. Yeah, I think the it's a red panda because it's the same one. I think it's the same one that one item summons. Oop, and a doggo. And yet, you can't pet any of them. This is criminal. Oh, Oleg Leverton. Greetings. Oleg seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. You certainly ruffle those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. You seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk, and it just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through the soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft for me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kind of bad magic. I just dislike the noise. Oleg answers reluctantly. I'm from Restov. Cities are complicated. Lots of people, and each with their place on the shelf. Bow before this one, fear the other. Don't do business with a third, but be sure to be extra nice to the fourth. And village is a little better. Everyone likes to stick their noses in each other's business. I just wanted a place where I could be my own master. And so I ended up here. Nothing's too good for such a good person. Oh, he likes me. Okay, do I have any reason not to get myself a heavy crossbow? Exactly, no less. Point number 67. There's no option to pet or adopt it. I may have to rethink my options on the Metroid franchise. He activated another random quote. Quote number 416. Okay, so I guess I just wasn't walking into it hard enough. Don't even know where that's from. Okay, does anyone else need a better weapon? Martyr. I can't afford it. Okay, so the heavy shield he could use. Kind of expensive. No less. Quote 415 is, give me the donuts, and 417 is, and once again I'm attacked by trash cans. Yep, definitely earthbound. Leg, that's an interesting name. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one these sort of fancy font first letters throw off. Anyways, let's get some people equipped with stuff. We got Explorer's Belt, Constitution and Resistance against Disease, Fatigue and Exhaustion. Yeah. Let's let him equip it. Yeah, I think this guy needs more armor.
I can't use it.
I would love to, but I can't.
Nick, it works okay on the big text for you, like the titles and the character sheets, but it's awful on the name tags. Yeah, it does make them hard to read. Oh, anyways, let's see what other characters... Or maybe we could just spend the entire game watching the Red Panda play. Oh yeah, I forgot I had Banish for a while. Okay, so summoning Ember. Literally the effect is the emotional support gives you a bonus, and that's beautiful. Okay, let's give him this scroll. Yeah, I've got a lot of potions. Right. Where's our barbarian friend at? Ah. We're gonna talk? Amari asks a wary sigh. Alright, spill it. I'm listening. We're just talking. You don't like it? Amari shrugs several times, perhaps flexing her muscles, or maybe just filling in the silence. No. No. He admits at last. Depends on what we're going to talk about. If it's about monsters or swords or scars, I approve. That's good. And if you're going to ask questions, like why, and what for, and how, screw this. Amari looks at you over slowly, head to toe. Well, you got even harder ones. Tell me about yourself. This simple question seems to puzzle Miri. Hey Keith. Yes, Keith, I'm dressed as my character who is a blue tiefling. I've succumbed to peer pressure. Yep, we're trying to adopt every animal. Nick, you're loving the way the flowers are going nuts as the tiny chicks walk out through them. Yeah, such a nice little detail. I guess you can see where the Kickstarter money went, and their priorities were perfect. Keith, never had players attempt to adopt animals in your game. They're too busy adopting other sentient beings. Okay, what's the poll? Here we go. Breeze down to Lock now. Who will she be in Metroid Dread? Can't read all these options. Here we are. Bisected L, bisected O, bisected C, bisected H, or bisected E. Oh, I guess it. Because I've got the, yeah, I'm EOH now because the E's being hidden by the text. Nick, you can adopt sentient beings. That's how real-life human beings are adopted. It's true. I would also like to point out that at least one of my characters has herself been adopted. Oh, this simple question seems to puzzle Amari. Miri, rather. She scratches her head and then starts counting on her fingers. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears. Amari looks thoughtfully at her four bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights. She concludes, bending her thumb. Our people are big and strong. We can cut a monster in half with one swing. We can walk 3 days and nights with no rest. We can eat a whole fried auroch. I guess you've had a lot of training to become as strong as you are. Training? No. No one frickin' trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do is watch. Amiri's eyes gleam with anger. And you know what? They were still carp, even after all that training, because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters. All thought they were stronger than me. Idiots. Amari spits on the ground. Because you start a fight, you think you can win. You think you're stronger than your enemy. Amari raises her chin proudly. I defeated them all. See all the scars on my face? What does the realm of the Mammoth Lords look like? Lilith, you sort of, a druid in your party ended up carrying a shape-changing vampire like a pet. If truth be told, you might have forced that on the party a bit. I mean, it's not a D&D game until a random enemy or NPC just gets adopted and taken on the adventure with them. It just happens, so roll with it. Huge and freezing. No place for weaklings. Amari narrows her eyes as if evaluating your ability to survive her homeland. Tribes hunt. Rocks. Herd to survive. All rocks are fast, so tribe follows her herd for days. Just not to die of hunger. If you're weak, stay behind and die in snow. Tribe cannot stop. Why do you leave your tribe? Oh, also there are giants and mammoths. Sometimes demons come too. Oh, and the mastodons. And the saber-toothed tigers. We're not allowed to link to those. Amari grins. You'd survive, I think. For a few days. This is literally me talking to someone who's never worked retail. No less, the vampire had a homebrew item that polymorphs you into a jackalope, and you decided you could use that at will to avoid the sun. Okay. Why did you leave your tribe? Amari flushes. Because they were assholes, all of them. Women were cowards and scoundrels, and women were scared like sheep. Amari rolls her bloodshot eyes in fury. And they think that no girls can be a fighter. Because they're weak. They're afraid a woman can beat them. And females just not. Go sell hides, get cooked meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. I'm a warrior, damn it. I won't cook hides and watch meat. Amari is already shouting, fists clenched tightly. I told them so. I went hunting with men. And what I get? Still the same. You're a woman. You stay home. Even gave me a nickname. The soft chieftain. Like a warrior woman was a funny joke. Damn, I even went to hunt those shoot-faced frost giants. And there, Mary stops, breathing heavily, sweat beading on her forehead. Oh, yeah, this is the iconic barbarian from Pathfinder. First edition. Which I completely forgot because I'm very bad with names. After a moment, Amiri waves her hand awkwardly and forces herself to grin. So I left. Cowards, scoundrels and sissies they were. That's why. Amiri jerks her head up. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better. Is that what you'd say? Glares at you, her eyes narrow. We say it could be better. Like go get some training, Amari, right? Lawful neutral. I mean exactly what I said. You're quite a good fighter. Don't raise your voice to me ever again. Chaotic good. You're very good in the fight. You're an excellent warrior. I've just given you a compliment. That's all. For several more seconds, Amari continues to glare at your face with suspicion. All of a sudden, she mellows. True, I fight good. That's what I do best. You're rather rude, you know. You bet. Amari grins, then suddenly frowns. I'm a fighter, big and strong. Everyone's afraid of me. Can't play the softy. Who'd ever fear me then? Vicky, you did wrangle some bats in the last session. Adopt would be a strong word for that. So does 4th edition mechanically allow you to adopt swarms of bats, or...? The contemplative expression disappears from Miri's face, replaced by a dreamy grin. I enjoy being feared. When I pass by and all the city is almost faint, knees trembling, teeth chattering, shoot dripping down their pants. Mary falls silent. Fascinated with the picture her imagination had created. So why do you leave your tribe, and what's the story about the frost giants? I told you already, they were assholes. They treat women like sheep, not fighters. Amiri frowns. As for giants, I'll tell you later someday, maybe. Nice sword? You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. He proudly raises the blade and you notice that even though Amari is extremely strong, he has difficulty wielding such a large sword. Yeah, this is actually a whole thing in the game, because her backstory had her get a giant weapon, but it took the mages to release any sort of archetypes that could use it. This sword belonged to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took to look for myself. Fits me perfect. My damn trophy. Amari's eyes flash with menace, as if she is challenging some invisible enemy to try and take away her trophy. How? You're off the team. Quotes are harsh. Talking. Why don't we do some monster killing instead? Amari sighs and turns away. Dog! And potatoes.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Okay, now where's the dwarf? Nerlus, you highly doubt it has anything in place for reconciling that. In theory, D&D being a tabletop RPG means you couldn't make it allow anything. Even playing a ranger. Yeah, I mean, in theory. Loving the lighting engine here. Smaller dog. The old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof. Okay, did I wander past the dwarf somehow? Stuff. Golden spoons. Enfys, rangers are good now. You're hyped for 1 D&D's rangers, to be honest. That's fair. Yeah, 1 D&D keeps throwing me off. Very Xbox One. Okay, where's dwarf friend? Not in here. A book. Hey Arabani. Nice horns. Thank you. Made it myself. I'm working on a new set. Possibly even 2.
I'll share my path.
Okay, if I was a surly dwarf, where would I be?
How cute!
Is it comfortable to wear them in play? The horns themselves are okay. The headband I'm using to keep them in place partially is a bit... digs into my head a bit, but... yeah, my next set I think I'm just going to use a elastic headband and hang them down from that. Which should be nice because I can also wear them with a wig. And yeah, I have no idea where the dwarf hangs out. I want his lore. No less you thought it was all spirit glue. Oh yeah, I'm using, well actually I'm not using spirit gum anymore. I'm using Prostaid, which is sort of like spirit glue but a bit stronger. And it's, 2 parts, so you put a bit on what you're sticking and stuff you're sticking it to, and you can position it a bit better. And it's a lot more convenient in general. Yeah, I have no idea where the dwarf's gone. Oh, there he is. Harren pulls his beard, muttering something that could be either prayers or curses. Upon noticing you, he winces.
What? Oh, it's you, Brioche.
Did I startle you? I'm sorry.
Oh no, that doesn't matter. I was just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of Grotus are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them, but I do what I can.
Harren smiles apologetically. Okay, so I think what I like about this guy that is he's got that whole nihilism thing going on, but he's more sort of humble about it. So it's a bit closer to existentialism. He's not all woe is me, only I can see the truth. He's more, oh great, the universe is great and terrible. On we go. Tell me about your past.
My life is divided into 2 parts. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts and attempts to serve Torog. The second part began when I accepted Grotus into my soul and received a clear vision of the world. What exactly would you like to know?
Where are you from?
My life story began in Lared, a city of dwarfs, clerics and acolytes. They serve Torak and other dwarven gods. Torag's brothers, Angrad and Margrim, Turok's wife Fulgrit and his daughter Bolka, sons Rundinar, Coles and Trud, were also Torag's sister. Drangvit. Curls his lips in contempt. I wouldn't be surprised if they built a temple to Torag's pet dog. Sorry, I let myself get carried away.
Aram sighs and pulls his beard several times.
Lorad is the second largest dwarven city of the King Mountains. It is built up around numerous temple caverns which serve as places of worship for the dwarven gods. Many pilgrims from every corner of Golarion come to Lorad to pray to their gods. Some remain to live there.
Yeah, exactly, Keith. Less edgy nihilism, more practical nihilism. Arabani, is this my first time playing the game? Yep. This is a blind playthrough, basically. Part of why I'm playing it is because my favourite modules actually Pathfinder modules, Wrath of the Righteous. But obviously this game came out first, so I want to give it a look first. Nihilus, Bria's dwarf. I was just contemplating the futility of existence. You in another tab? Yeah, that sounds like something an Earthbound NPC or Watch His Bear from Night in the Woods might say. Alright, she's playing neither of those. Normal difficulty. I've got companions on auto revive. Just because I feel bad if I got one of them killed. Nihilus, no shade, but nihilism sounds like the river. Yeah, I think it's technically pronounced more like nihilism. Is that one of those sort of H sounds that I have trouble with? Nihilism, 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 nihilism. Still can't quite get it right.
This city is simply imbued with faith. Can't swing a dead cat without hitting a cleric. It's no surprise, inspired by the aura of this city, I decided as a young boy to play the Silver Ball. Dedicate all my efforts to becoming a cleric of Torag. Not just tried, it was a burning passion. Craved it by the day, and I dreamed of it at night.
Graham shakes his head, amazed by his own stupidity.
You see, Brioche, from my first days, I felt the presence of the god at my back. I heard his whispers and felt his power. Though the nature of this power was unclear to me, or Torak himself was trying to speak to me, and I did all I could to understand his words.
Yep, that was Pinball Wizard, Nihilus. And Fierce, you thought it was nihilism. I don't know. I'll look it up after I've read this. I mean, after streaming. Nihilus googled. It's like an annihilate. Oh. Nihilism. Nihilism. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Arabani, piece of advice, do not hesitate to buy and use potion scrolls and wands. Even on normal, they're very useful. Fair enough. Nihilus, Google says American and British pronunciations are the same. Okay. Nihilism it is. I don't know why, but I've got a crick in my neck.
Oh, what a naive fool I was. I had no idea that Torag, that uncompromising, conceited god glamorized by all dwarfs, was capable of betrayal. Turned away from me, Brioche. He left me at the hour when I put all my hopes in him and desperately needed his support. Turag is the god of craftsmanship, so every follower, especially clerics, must smile their own suit of armour. The day when this work is finished is like the second birthday for a dwarf. He's newly born in the eyes of Turag.
Harry sighs heavily and falls silent for a time.
My second birthday never came. I couldn't make armour, not even a sword, not even a simple nail. My hammer smashed my fingers and fell on my feet. Molten iron burnt my hands. Clerics laughed as they healed me. They used to say I was cursed by Turag. So finally, I gave up any attempts to please the betrayer god.
Well then. I like how, pretty much all the party members here got expelled because they weren't quite good at whatever they wanted to do. But then again, I suppose that's a classic player backstory. Enfys, Merriam-Webster lists both pronunciations as correct, so it's just regional. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll just pronounce it however I feel then. Even if Turag has really rejected you, is that reason enough to leave your homeland?
You don't know much about dwarves.
Lets out a sad sigh.
How can a dwarf cursed by Turag go on living in a city where every single soul bows to Turag? I was left alone, disgraced, humiliated, insulted.
A lone tear glints in the light before sliding down Harim's cheek and hiding in his beard. Ah.
I was trying to drown my sorrows in drink. Even the owner of the cheapest pub in the road would laugh at me. I put those mugs in front of me. I couldn't take it any longer. I wanted everything to end.
Okay, this is getting dark.
There was one thing that kept me going and prevented me from ending my life. Still hear that divine whisper behind my back. It was yet faint. It took a long time before I could hear it clearly. Having heard it once, I could never forget it. It was clear that none of Larad's deities favoured me, so I left the 5 kings of mountains and went out searching.
Icky. They couldn't keep me in school. I was always flipping the bird at flies and pulling the legs off nuns. Oh my god. Enfys, it also tracks for you because you want the R to be an E sound. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't think dwarves ever worshipped Grotus. How'd you learn about him?
Oh, but that blessed day became the beginning of a new life. Alone and abandoned by all, I spent many dull hours in a filthy tavern by the roadside. I don't recall the town or even the country. I had no money, but all I had was a hunk of stale bread. I was weary and almost fainting from hunger. And that was the moment when the whisper from my god became much more clear. It was like he was calling me. At last my sufferings had come to an end. It was a miracle, Brioche. I had paid full price for it with my torments. I couldn't control myself. I walked out of the tavern and straight into the nearest forest. And there I found the ruined temple of Araden, the lost god. Several figures clad in robes were holding a silent service there, a service to a god I knew nothing of. None minded when I stood beside them. First time in my life, I felt at home.
Wait, so you couldn't make even a simple nail, and you blamed Turag? I too blame gods for making me incompetent. Yep, that's definitely going in the icky quote box.
Are you suggesting my problem was not a curse, just my inability to work with metal? Or maybe you're saying that I was just too lazy?
Harem looks into your eyes defiantly, his hands trembling with suppressed rage as he runs his fingers over his beard. Oh, missed this bit.
My new brothers told me that they were clerics of Grotus, god of end times. They were travelling around Glorian, spreading the teachings of Grotus, despite all the persecution, contempts, and misjudgment they received from others. I gladly shared this burden with them, and now I knew whose voice had whispered it to me for all those years. You're a fool if you think so, an ignorant fool. Have you ever met a dwarf who can't handle a smith's hammer? Even our children craft knives. No, no, no. Turak is the cause of my sufferings. The betrayer god deliberately cursed me, just to make a laughing stock of me.
Harem raises his hand and shakes his fist at someone above. No less. Is that quote from Mickey a quote from something like Clockwork Orange or something? Yeah, I don't think it was. Actually, it feels kind of like a quote, but I'm not sure.
I won't let myself get angry at you, Brioche. You're an ignorant and blind soul, and my aim is to guide you through this dying world that marches towards its end. I will open your eyes, die trying. Grotus will be pleased by either outcome.
Okay then. He worships the Edgelord god for Edgelords. Harem.
Most dwarves are self-satisfied, stubborn fools serving Turak. They don't deserve my good attitude.
Harem winces.
But you can ask what you want to know. I'll try to answer.
Fucking mountains.
The Dwarven Kingdom, yeah. Well, it's to the south from here. Survived many trials, and there'll be more to come.
Harem strokes his beard, contemplating.
There is no unity among the dwarves, Brioche. The 5 kings rule over our people. They sit on the thrones of the 5 greatest cities. And with every passing day, it grows hard for them to come to any agreement. The only thing uniting the 5 kings' mountains is the sky citadel of Highhelm, the great dwarven fortress at the mountain's heart.
Have dwarves always lived on the surface?
Oh no, aeons ago any dwarf lived deep beneath the surface, and it did rather well, judging by historic records. They built fortresses befitting noble dwarfs. Our wrestlers.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop doing the voice because that is really tiring out my vocal cords. Yep, quote number 213. This man has literally a Reddit post come to life. West of the sky, ordered all dwarves to abandon their fortress and press upwards to show their beards to the sun, as they say. And that's how Pathfinder made its dwarves less stereotypically dwarvish. Sky citadels, are there the peaks for creation, glorious cities built by the ancient dwarves who'd finally reached the surface after many hardships, performing the final labour on their quest for the sky, on the surface of Glorian? Harem's eyes glitter with admiration. They are steadfast, tall, magnificent, they are beautiful. The 10 citadels were built by dwarves. We've managed to keep only a few. The citadels crumbled, and the orcs, sworn enemies of our people, trampled their blessed streets and ruined the gorgeous palaces of the ancient kings. Miriam's eyes grow misty, with tears. These were heavy losses, and a disgrace to our people, Brioche. Highhelm is the jewel of the citadels that remain. It is located in the heart of the mountains, and the heart of every dwarf. Yes, yes, my heart too. Wish to learn about Grotus? Harem seems surprised and pleased at the same time. Yes, of course, I'll answer anything you ask. Teaching us in a nutshell. Yep, no less. They built fortresses befitting noble dwarves, like the ancient keeps of boat murdered and water burned. Arabani, was I doing that myself? You thought it was some kind of voice filter? Oh yeah. The nice thing about being trans femme is you can lower your voice on command. make up for everything else necessarily, but it's a nice thing to be able to do. Grotus is the end of all that exists. Harem smiles. I've obviously been waiting for this question. Look around, Brioche. What do you see? Look again and realise that everything will be destroyed. Our clothing and our armour will be turned to dust. The walls of the palaces will crumble into ruins. Trees will fall, and you and I will die much sooner than that. Nerlus, kind of like how wearing glasses give you 2 zoom levels you can switch between at will. Sorta. Grotus is a timeless watcher. He has been locked away by Pharasma, the god of rebirth, from her boneyard. He watches over the world. The boneyard's actually one of my favourite planes in the Pathfinder setting. It's where all the cool undead hang out. Sorta. Well, more like the cool psychopomps. The undead don't tend to be allowed there. Knowing the time for the final reaping shall come. He is the bloated moon hanging in the sky. He is the harbinger of the last days. He is the one who will stay when all others are gone. Of course she's stronger for now. Harem nods with dignity, stroking his beard. Grotus is weaker than Pharasma, and many other gods. I'd be a fool if I tried to claim otherwise. If Grotus were stronger, the end times would already have come, wouldn't they? But the powers of other gods fade away. They dissolve slowly, a grain in a century. Grotus collects those grains and waits. He doesn't need to hurry. He knows that his time shall come. Usually clerics can speak with their gods. What does Grotus say to you? What is his will? Harem shakes his head in resignation.
Grotus doesn't speak with clerics, actually. Grotus doesn't need any clerics.
Dwarf raises a sad eye to you.
Only allows his whispers to be heard. Only by those who are dying to hear them.
Nerlus, regarding the boneyard? That is a difference. Like the setting of the Wild Ends with you, or Soul Society from Bleach. No, it's definitely sort of a dark, gloomy place. It's just that undead aren't allowed there because it's very much the death place, and undead are anathema to actual death. But they have the cool Grim Reaper style psychopomps.
His words are unclear, but they call to you. His voice comes from the soft rustle of fallen leaves. With the woeful wailing wind, the mountain pass, the roar of the raging blizzard, and it calls on you to strike, out to the road, onwards, always onwards, over the pass, over the bridge, and further along. Up ahead, where the edge of the grey road flashed, and the candle sputtered for the last time before dying. Onwards, always. Onwards, until your feet can no longer carry you.
Harem falls silent, submerged in his own thoughts.
Then let me ask you, what do you think about Grotus?
Yeah. I'm not one for edgy nihilism, but he has sort of a optimism about him. A broad smile spreads across Harem's face.
I'm glad you think like that. We'll bring this truth to the whole world. Tell everyone that the end is inevitable.
Have you ever regretted your decision to abandon Torag and start worshipping Grotus instead?
Your question might seem offensive, Brioche. I am not offended.
Seen a bit nervous.
I realise you ask it because you wish to learn more about Grotus.
Harem squeezes his beard in his fist, but in a moment he lets it free again.
Turag betrayed me, Brioche. All he's ever done was look down on me with contempt on all my futile efforts to please him. I crafted armor plates, but they fell apart with a single strike of a fist. I smithed swords, but they broke at the hilt. Turak's priests used to say that such failures were the curse of their own compromising deity.
Aram's fingers grabbed his beard with such force that it seems he'll tear a handful of hair out of it.
It was Grotus who opened my eyes. He showed me that my failure is a manifestation of his will. The end of time is near, Brioche. Every failure is just another step towards it. Turak's curse is only the half the reason for my failure. The other half is the blessing of Grotus, which I have borne from early childhood.
Aram smiles warmly at his thoughts. From what I've heard, Grotus doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true?
Huh, who told you that? I'd like to look at that slander in the eye.
Aram bursts into laughter. You can't understand what's so funny.
You see, Brioche, sanity is quite a relative concept.
Aram says as his laughter recedes.
Each of us is certain that he is the sanest creature in the world. Meanwhile, we periodically doubt the sanity of others. So what happens if 2 or 3 people claim that someone else is insane? Does that make it true? Perhaps the accusers have lost their minds themselves.
Well, that's a good point. Oh, hey Peach. Hope I'm doing well. Love my cosplay. Oh, thank you. You're doing good. Cold, hanging out with family. Christmas is almost there. Oh, fair enough.
The longer a cleric listens to the whispers of Grotus, the better he comprehends the essence of his designs, and the deeper his understanding becomes. When enlightenment comes, the mind of a cleric ascends to a new level of understanding which is inaccessible to simpler souls. Is it insanity? This is for you to decide, Brioche. My decision was made long ago. I reached enlightenment, I'll accept it with...
Okay, enough of that. My throat's about to give out. I'll accept it with joy and delight. Lawful good. Honestly, that's just too much. You're a funny dwarf. You have your peculiarities, but to go insane voluntarily, you should give it up before it's too late. Chaotic neutral. Ah, well, when you learn Grotus's divine plans, remember to tell me about them. I could use a good laugh. Lawful evil. Your eagerness is commendable. Aram seems to not hear the irony in your words.
Oh, of course, I will tell you. I'll tell everyone. Word of Grotus will lead us forward unto the inevitable.
Aram nods with dignity.
I'll be happy to continue our conversation later.
Well then. Certainly got a bunch of characters on in our party. I seem to have lost a couple of followers. Probably bot churn. Anywho, I do believe we've got a quest to be on with. Oh, I could have just checked the map to see where he was. Oh well. Okay, we've only got... Okay, apparently I'm overloaded. Okay, where's all this load coming from then? Nullis, you're going to go. You should probably continue playing Dragon Age again, huh? It keeps forgetting which one you're playing. Origins? Might there be a big stack of something light? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm carrying like 240 pounds of camping supplies and rations. How do I split that? There we go. Nullis, it's always camping supplies. RPGs want to be hiking simulators on top of everything else. Okay, so I think I'll be able to go back. Seriously? Nice coat. I mean cloak. Wait in ascending order. Okay, I guess I'll leave the other half of my camping supplies.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'd say walking into a tavern as well. Okay, this doesn't feel right. Where's all this weight coming from? No less, Lindsay trips on something and accidentally teleports with her F this amount ring. Absolutely no idea what's going on here. Oh wait, maybe it's my potions. Okay, wow, those things weigh a lot. No less. Yeah, I recognise that SpongeBob reference. If only because of the salty spittoon meme. I'm definitely tough enough for the salty spoon. Trips an ice cube and goes to hospital. Okay, now hopefully it'll let me leave. Murray is a barbarian from the realm of the Mammoth Lords. He's blunt, a little crude. Okay. Places I can go. Okay, so that road's blocked. Inventory. Okay, Svalana's ring with the bandits. Okay, stolen land. Fail in 87 days and 6 hours. We have 3 months to conquer the stolen lands, but we should be mindful. Okay. Guess we have to go south then. Fawn Ford. Okay, how do I get there then? Guess if I go this way. Random encounter. Let's go. A ditchy old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His grey hair is unkempt, and he continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen, and he tugs at his beard. Remus, strange weather?
Strange weather, invisible fog, creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange.
Okay, this guy's totally a werewolf. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about, seemingly at random. The old man freezes for a moment.
Remus, but that won't help with the fog.
The old man raises a thick eyebrow curiously.
I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe.
Fog looks visible enough to me.
I see more than ever. I have never seen so much before.
The old man wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily.
But someone must look, and no one else can.
Invisible fog? Does that mean you can find a way through it?
The fog is wrong. Hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try.
No less. There's no heron in the moon. It's a shrew, a seven-legged shrew with a voice like thundering, whispering thunder. One of your favourite magic card flavour text. Ah, okay. I don't have time to listen to an old fool's nonsense. Be gone. Yep, I'm just going to be polite about this. The old man stares at you intently.
You hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. Searches for power, and he'll find it.
My rival? You mean Tartusio? The old man tugs his beard again.
He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him, and might yet still.
What power is he searching for?
Someone else's, old but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy, and now gives death.
Can you tell me where he is now?
He's in an old tomb, south of the trading post.
Ancient tomb has been revealed. In 45 experienced. Thank you. The old man nods. How do you know we're rivals?
I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But can you choose what they see?
Well, have a nice day then. The old man turns and walks away, slowly muttering softly.
Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound for the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death.
Okay, guess we're examining the ancient tomb then. The bandit camp can wait a few days. Which way's out? ancient tomb. Okay, the ancient tomb's down there. Okay, let's have a little word. You little bullet jerk.
Huh?
Where are my people? Tarcutio, a name in a gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel. Tarcutio, who you know from your time in Restov, the vile knave is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and collared trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Exactly, Nellis. Have a little word, do a little fight, read tombs tonight. And quote number 576. He's going in a blender when I find one.
Sir Tartuccio, I may serve you, but I am no one's slave. We do what we can, but it is no simple feat to find an unknown object in a vast dungeon.
You tell him.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Aren't you wishing you went with me instead?
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Okay, let's see if we can refute Jeffrel. Yes! Succeeded at a diplomacy check. The elf looks at you for a brief moment, then nods silently. He draws her weapon and eyes Tartuccio coldly.
I
Yes.
see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of her enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
I dare you.
Okay. Where are all my people?
This can't be over.
Oh. A lot of stuff's happening. Why aren't any of my people here? Yeah, I thought I brought people with me, but... They decided I should get more levels because I'm the leader. Okay, they're back. Let's try this again. Great, Lindsay's fatigued. Oh well. Let's just take all these. Roll of summon monster.
Let
Okay.
me guess.
So Tatu...
Hold your quickly now. If we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools! I see my magnificent rival will stop.
Does it matter?
Can't be over.
Serves you right.
Okay.
Stand down.
Oh, come on. Maybe I'm under-leveled for this.
Repent!
Yeah, she's saying what we're all thinking. Speaking of.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. Tear them apart!
There we go. I know
Let
what
it go down! Hey!
Oh no.
You deserved it.
Okay, can he heal her?
Any last wishes? You offend me.
Yeah. Might regret not. Come on, stop casting a large Persian on everyone. Okay, can I heal?
Your life ebbs low.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh.
What a waste!
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. I'm not doing it wrong. The spell
Okay,
is
I'm not
flawed.
sure why I can't attack here.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. Yes, Lux. Yes.
Hey, that didn't work. Is she in charge mode or into the basic attack mode or something? I'm not sure.
Your time is over.
Really should cast Mage Armor. Okay, now she's in trouble.
Become as dust. Repent.
Yeah.
Bring it. Tear them
Okay,
apart.
now she can attack.
I'll survive. I always.
What's going on now? I need to think I'm not very good at this game.
Away, you rascal.
Game thinks I'm trying to cast teleport, hence the zoomies.
Your life ebbs low.
He needs to think my mouse might need a flick.
This is where I step in.
waste. Become as dust.
This hurts so much.
At last.
Oh no.
Serves you right. You deserved it. This cannot be happening.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm in trouble. Oh, hey Nettie, thanks for the raid. How are you doing today? Playing Monkey Island 2? Excellent. Oh yep, we're all on Team Horn. Yeah, I thought I'd soft cosplay my Tiefling Rogue character. Hey right, sister. You're dealing with bad insomnia, but you had an okay day? Yep, that's fair enough. I'm doing very badly at Pathfinder right now.
Any last wishes?
I bring them back up again. I cannot.
This is where I step in.
Hey, Days is worn off. What else I got? Okay, that sounds fun.
Serves you right.
And Fist, if Amari had been able to attack, you think this was cleanly in my favour? Yeah. I'm not actually sure what's going on. What the? I have no idea what happened there.
Deserved it.
Face him again.
Any last wishes?
I like that taking health potions is a free action though. Or a bonus action anyway.
This is where I step in.
Okay, so that mercenary's still dazed. What have I got?
Serves you right.
Fill up.
You deserved it. Protect me, please.
Well, I guess I'm just cheating this of health potions and hoping for the best.
Any last what? A miserable last
Okay. Let's try that again. Brioche suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely, not far away. Smell like burning. Wooden walls were steaming hot. Smoke was reefing beneath the low ceiling. Kicking out the window, Brioche jumped out into the darkness. An arrow hit her shoulder, and she heard laughter and shouts of triumph. She surged forward to the road bridge, reaching the middle of the river. Oh, night, Yan. Thanks for dropping by. Brioche cast a glance back and noticed that a young man was wearing an antlered helm, cut on one of the ropes with an axe. The bridge began to collapse as its ropes twisted and snapped. Brioche's skin felt cold. She heard the murmur of the water and the soft flapping of waves. After opening her eyes, she saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Brioche. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly, and a hoarse whisper said, "Brioche." At this moment, Brioche finally awoke. Drenched in sweat, she told us what she'd seen in the dream. Oh. Shrike River, Brioche. The Shrike River is a tributary to the mighty Sun River. Okay. Okay, let's... Okay, a new quest. Investigate the Shrike River. Okay, well, I'll do that. Nihilus, a new hand dreams of the beacon.
Set up camp.
Already rested, what's wrong with you? Protection from chaos, gold, spoon, summon monster. You can use it.
Let me guess.
So
Blah blah
touchy.
blah.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell you.
Quickly now. If we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools! I see my magnificent rival will...
And watches, she just gets mown down.
Tear them apart!
Hey.
This can't be over.
Stand down. Serves you right.
Yeah. Basically, I think every time you confront him, you get the opportunity to turn one of the party members who didn't join you to your side. Here I am. Summon us a good doggo.
Repent.
Stop that.
Go down! Ah!
It would be nice if Murray could actually hit people.
You offend me. You deserved it. Any last wishes?
Get him, doggo. Why are you doing this to me, game?
Your life ebbs low. What a waste.
Okay, so if I just plop him next to a ranged attacker, he'll attack her automatically. Oh, Enfys, you know why I can attack with her. Why is that then? Did she just... Okay.
Bring it!
Your time is over. This is where I step in.
Become as dust. Repent.
You think that was because I needed charge? I don't know how the ability works though, so I might be best placed to know what that means.
Tear them apart!
Yeah, I need to clean my mouse because it just keeps jumping around for some reason.
They go down!
Away, you rascal!
No less, you think barbarians are usually more of an HP sponge than a consistent damage dealer. To know, I think they're usually a damage dealer. Ow.
Serves you right.
Why is this jerk so hard to hit? Got in.
Your life ebbs low. What a waste.
Still not dead yet.
Stand down.
Hey, this guy's really beginning to irritate me.
You deserved it.
Become as dust. Repent.
Yeah, it would be nice if they did damage. Theo.
Bring it!
There we go. He's down. Only one guy left.
You offend me. Your time is over.
Why are you so hard to hit, damn it?
Any last wishes? Protect me! Someone! Anyone!
Your life ebbs low.
Okay, guess we were just all gonna gang up on him.
Not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Alright, Harrim's in the way.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Away, you rascal!
There we go. Okay, I failed the Fawnford quest. Oh well. At least I have Hot Sword Lady in my party now. Scythe lady rather. Judging by the outline, this bas relief once depicted the sun and moon. Now it's almost completely eroded. No, Tarkutio ran away and I just killed his mercenaries.
Hey, have a look!
What's that?
I'll collect them all. Just dead mercenary. Chocolate.
You see that?
No time for idling. Is there trouble? Adventures are exciting.
You have my attention.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Alright, yeah, pause.
No challenge at all.
Disarmed. No less 3.5 edition's Rage apparently only gave +2 strength and +2 bonus HP per level in exchange for dropping AC by 2. And a huge heap of no think only smash restrictions. Yeah, I think that's how bonus HP works. An image carved in stone has almost completely worn away over the ages. You can still distinguish a sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with a coin. On closer inspection, one can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. It seemed from afar to be but cracks in the stone, but it turns out to be a faded image of sun. Grinning Jackal's skull has recently been scratched on top of the image. Well, onwards and forwards.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Kill me, would you?
Esmond, Axel, yes.
How sweet, the first breath of fresh air, after the stale, damp stuffiness of that tomb, before a stretched and unending Heath, replete with hills and gullies, and patches of low shrubs. Already, the trail of Tartaguti and companions had gone cold. But we would not give up so easily. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. Failed. Damn it. I want to set up camp. Almost certainly.
How do you keep all this in your heart? How could you be so cruel?
Cruel? Don't confuse me with monsters and maniacs, girl. I don't enjoy the suffering of others. I don't maim and kill for fun. I just know what I want, and I don't care about the rest.
Fierce bonus HP is great and more useful than AC at higher levels. But if they're taking damage the same as everyone else, then they're not any more survivable with the caveat of no or less utility or CC, unless you straight up double their HP, which is effectively what 5e does, or magic damage becomes more common. Alright, yeah, I'm still in rest mode. Oh yeah, I can sneak, can't I?
Friendship lasts forever. Now you see me. Now you don't.
Ooh, edible moss.
The world is full of wonder.
Oh yeah. More magic as in spells and the like. Barbarians are famously incapable of resisting fireball.
There's something over there.
Okay, disarm.
Easy.
See, this is what I like, how I like to play rogues. Just sneak a bit ahead of everyone else.
Is there trouble?
Okay, this looks like a camp.
time to shine.
Yeah, that confused me for a second.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Help.
Tear them apart!
Interesting trap, I guess.
They go down!
This is where I step in.
Shadows engulf me.
A simple smile goes a long way.
There's these bandits, I guess. Right.
Stand down. Serves you right. I don't tolerate threats. You deserved it.
Unworthy.
To be fair, there is a lot of overlap between barbarians and rangers.
Any last wishes?
Down you go. I charge.
I'm
No.
not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. Bring it! What's that? Tear them apart! They go down!
What's happening?
Wretched things.
You offend me. Your time is over.
Dirty cart with weapon marks along the sides.
This is where I step in.
Okay, that is one sturdy bandit.
Despicable.
A sweet smile, a gentle voice, and kind words will help me win their hearts. And if that fails, I'll use my sharp nails instead.
Masterwork heavy flail. I know you can have that. Wasn't an identified ring. It's identified now. No less you forget whether 3.5 gave you feats every other level, or that was 4th edition. Muffin, yeah, that was every 3 levels or so. Although Rose got more. Pathfinder actually does the same sort of thing. Don't forget his stuff. Okay, nothing more this way. Herbs. Yeah, I think the thing about 3.5 edition was that it was extremely clunky.
An ambush, eh?
The world is full of wonder.
The bandits' belongings are piled together in a messy heap. Anyone else look?
Awaits us.
Okay.
Adventures are exciting.
Hey, I'm locked out as an option because I'm not good. Dark-haired bandit is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees you, she squares her shoulders and clenches her hand axes. Oh, look who's here. Okay. I think, what's her name, wanted me to go easy on her. Really think I serve him for the money? Enough talk. Okay.
I dare you.
Oh wow, there's a lot of them, isn't there?
Away, you rascal! Stand down.
What a waste. Become as dust.
Oh no, you're not hurting Lindsay.
Serves you right.
Advance!
And ouch. Yeah, and plus it does seem to force dialogue in these moments. Kind of annoying.
Repent. Your life ebbs low.
Kind of a shame I can't subdue her.
You deserved it.
Ow.
Okay, Harim's in trouble.
Unworthy. Wretched things. Bring it!
Ability.
Yes.
Suppose that's sort of healing.
Lost.
I let Harem fall.
Yes.
Despicable. Advance!
Tear them apart! They go down!
This hurts
Oh.
so much.
I'm in trouble.
You offend me.
I'm hitting. It's.
Yeah. Any last wishes?
Unworthy. Wretched things. Despicable.
Protect me! Someone! Anyone! Your time is over.
Exactly, no less. Lindsay, I think that enemy heard my opinion.
Protect
Ow.
me, please.
Okay, she's on a will saving throw.
Advance!
Bring it!
Shame it came to that.
Tear them apart!
Away, you rascal!
I should withdraw for a time.
Oh yeah, the dwarf's down.
This is where I step in.
Could be in trouble here without my main healer.
Unworthy. This body holds no more.
Oh yeah, she's undead. Did I mention I'm really bad at this game?
Wretched things.
They go down!
Stand down. You offend me.
Serves you right.
Despicable.
The numbers really don't like me here.
This cannot be happening.
Oh, I'm down. And yeah, it is kind of funny that Nihilist goes down.
What
Oh no.
a miserable last chapter.
This can't be
Oh no.
over.
Uh-huh.
Bring it!
Okay, you're gonna have to carry this entire thing. I don't think I'm going to win this.
This won't kill me! They go down!
Are there any more bandits left? Oh. That guy.
I'll survive. I always survive. I'll survive. I always survive.
I have no idea what's going on anymore now. I think the game's just playing itself.
Survive.
A miserable last chapter.
I think the bandits are fighting my corpses.
What? A miserable last chapter.
No, I'm trying not to murder Hobo Muffin. Yeah, I think I better call it here. If I'm honest, I'm finding it a bit hard to concentrate for some reason. I think it might be because this is the first time I've worn these contact lenses. And personally, Muffin, I'm not really a fan of murder hobering, so I try to avoid it. Wait, did I already say that? Yeah. Basically, I'm just one of those people who gets upset when NPCs don't like me. Okay, so we've got Noah playing Jedi Fallen Order, Dark Persona playing Warframe, I guess I'll give Noah a raid. So, yep. I'm still feeling a bit blur at the moment. I'll be back with more Pathfinder on a Wednesday. I don't think I've really got anything else going on. Just the usual Wednesday, Friday stream. I don't really have much else to say. If Twitter's still about, keep an eye out for more stuff about cosplay. I've been thinking of sort of starting up an Instagram just to have more, just in case. We'll see how that goes. That's it really. I'll read out. We're reading in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe.